I'm Wayne Kokenda with William Ravis Real Estate. It is Monday, November 1st, and I'm here with the numbers for the month. We've got the month of October, and in Westchester County, you can see inventory is way down 40%. Take a look at the new listings that came on board. 446 for the month, but 563 were sold. So inventory continues to fall in Westchester. Average sale price at $926 versus $951 a year ago, down about 2.7%, but you can see the price per square foot is up 6%. So little smaller homes are being sold, but pricing is still holding strong and has escalated to over 15% year to date in the region. Take a look at Putnam County here. Inventory again almost down 40%, 37.9. Same issue here, new listings, only 86 for the month, inventory solds at 116. So inventory does continue to decrease in Putnam County. Take a look at the pricing in Putnam. It's really rocketing. 20% up on average sale price, 538 versus 447, and the average price per square foot also up 23%. Days on market at 43, still a very strong seller's market in both counties. Let's see what's going on in Yorktown. Inventory continues to really decrease there. 50%, 57% lower than a year ago. 14 new listings and 29 sold, so it came down a little more in October. Average sale price up 7% and price per square foot up almost 20%. Days on market below 30. Town of Cortlandt, same issue here. Inventory is still down 40%. New listings, you can see we're at 27 and the solds for the month are at 40. So inventory continues to drop. Average sale price up about 1% and price per square foot up over 10%. Days on market at 37. Very strong month in Cortlandt. Town of Somers, no different. Inventory down 38%. You can see new listings there at 13 with 17 solds. Average sale price up 20%. There were a few $1 million sales in that town this month that drove that number way up. You can see price per square foot up about 8%. Days on market at 38. Let's take a look at what's going on with the sale price versus list price. It continues to be pretty strong. If we take a look at the month of October versus the third quarter of this year, you can see Yorktown 103 versus about 102. Cortlandt a little over 100 versus 101. Somers still at 100. Westchester did come down several points, 99.5% versus 103 for last quarter. And Putnam actually came up a couple of points, a little over 100 for October, but 98.6 for the third quarter. Take a look at the number of homes that sold at list price or over list price. These are percentages, not the actual number. These are percentages. So in Yorktown, 86% of the homes sold in October sold at list price or above. 50% in Cortlandt, 47% in Somers, 55% in Westchester, and Putnam, 67% sold at or above list. What's noteworthy here is when you look at the town of Cortlandt, in October, only half the homes sold at list or above, and in the previous quarter, it was 78%, 3/4 of the homes. Somers, a similar story. In Westchester, dropped from 70% of the homes in the third quarter being sold at or above list to 55%. Putnam has stayed the same. So it appears that sellers may be pricing their home a little bit ahead of the market, and the buyers aren't buying it. They're negotiating off that list price because the homes seem to be getting above what the market can bear. Let's take a peek at some trends here. These are the active listings, the number of units, and it goes back to 2017. You can see on this chart the cyclical cycle here. In the summertime in 2017, 2018, 2019, and even last year during the pandemic, the inventory peaked in the middle of the year. The same held true this year. But the real concern and the real problem here is that inventory has decreased significantly. It was peaking at 3,000 or above those previous 3 years. It never hit 2,500 last year, and this year it's only about 17 or 1,800 that it peaked at. Take a look at the number of sales. Similar story, similar trend. Sales peaked during the summer periods, drops off during the middle of the year, or I should say December. And you can see the last couple of years, even during that pandemic, it got a little bit of a late start there, peaked in the last half of the year, which was higher than the previous 3 years. And this year, it's peaked pretty close to the middle of the year, but it's peaked way above where it was a year ago. So you can see the impact of that. That's driving inventory down. More sales, days on market average, you can see where it was up and down, the same kind of trend. In the last year, it just took a nosedive. Towards the end of the year, we hit about 60 on average. Then it went up a little bit to 75, and now you can see where it's under 40 days on average in Westchester County. Average sale price, you can see the impact that low inventory has had, and also these low interest rates we've had the last couple of years, where it was under $1 million in 2017, 2018, 2019. It did peak during the summer months. And even in 2020, it peaked during the summer months. It got above $1 million there for a period, came back down in the fall and winter. And this summer, it really went up. Went up to about 1.1, almost 1.2 million for a few months. Now it's come back down. So we'll have to see what that trend does here come fall and winter period. Putnam County, we'll take a look at the same data here. You can see where the active listings has significantly declined. It was hovering between the 400 and 600 mark. Then it just tanked after last year, and it's down around at 300 or below 300 now. Number of sales, the same kind of story here. You got the summer month trend where it peaks, and every year, last year was delayed because of the pandemic in the early part of the year. But then it peaked again late last year, and now it's peaked again in the middle of the year here. And we'll see how that trend falls out over the next couple of months. Days on market, you can see average days on market has come down. Back in 17 and 18, you can see where it was hovering, up and down below that 100 mark. Then in the last couple of years, it was between 60 and 100. And this past year, it hasn't gone above 80. Average sale price is really, you can see the chart there, it kind of speaks for itself. It's gone from below 400 or around the 400 range, and now it's hovering above the 500 range for the last several months. And if you have any questions about your own property or any other questions about real estate, feel free to reach out. I'm happy to help in any way I can. Until next week, stay safe and enjoy the good weather we've been having.